Is showing that spinal cord injury is more prevalent than previously estimated. More than 7 million people have lived without the ability to move their legs or arms. Some of them have also lost the capability of speech as a result of stroke. In addition to their extremely difficult situation, there is only a few equipment which will enable them to move more freely or communicate more easily.
Let me introduce you to the gyrus set. With the cheap Android tablet attached to this chair, I'm able to move it by moving my head to the direction I wish to go. Just as if my head were the joystick, my velocity corresponds to the angle of my neck, so I'm able to maneuver smoothly. Or kind of. So this software is a gyrosphere, which corrects all surface roughness, bumps, calculates the path and direct direction of the motors, and it also recognizes gestures. So if you train a gesture such as an emergency stop like this, then I can stand up and talk to you while moving my head without controlling the chair. But there is a cursor on the screen, you can't see it now, but it's pretty much important. I'm pretty sure you all know how useful an Android device can be. But for those people who are completely closed off from their bodies, it plays a significant role in their life. Turning the headset to mouse mode gives access to all the features of the device. Google Maps, GPS navigation, checking the public transportation timetables for disabled people, telephoning, emailing, Skype, voice synthesis using an on-screen keyboard, speech recognition-based web search, and a lot of useful things that these people can use. I mean, this Android stuff is really great. Thank you, Google. Yeah, and on the top, the cherry on the top is that through the tablets, every technical information is available in real time, so it can be monitored. So if anything goes wrong, then a remote service can identify and solve the problem. And in the next version, I'm planning to have a pulse oximeter as well, so that the headset can take care of the user as well. And if anything goes wrong, it sends an immediate message to the nearest hospital with the exact GPS coordinates. The next step is to minimize the electronics, so if I have to redesign it, it's going to be a lot smaller, like this, like a usual headset. It has a sensor built in which is really small, it has 9 degrees of freedom, and that's all, so it's pretty easy. Actually, a cost under $20 per each. Just imagine that we mass produce these devices. All paralyzed people will begin their new lives, start to work on computers, which is not able to do right now. Start new communication channels, they can fill it with life and travel more easily. Yeah. It's really important to give them a sense that they can have a lot of actions to control, and it makes them significantly happier with the system. Yeah, singularity already inspired me. So yeah, this project didn't exist until when I applied. It was only an idea, and it was 6 weeks ago, and I started to work on it 3 weeks ago. And I met beautiful people at the local rehabilitation center. They were here. Thank you for the help. They were enthusiastic about the idea that we can solve a lot of problems with just one single tip. And it's pretty cheap and doable. The prototype is already done. I really hope that Gyroset can become a true singularity project, and I can work together with like-minded people there. Dan Barry, for instance. Thank you. I've been working, a lot of my inventions in the last decade, none of them is on the market though. It's mainly because of my business skills. I have none. So I have to learn more. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, so I'm just grateful for the opportunity to be here, and I really hope that I can meet and work with mind-like people at the SU, and we can make this thing happen together. Thank you.